You're listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. If you miss any of the program, you can find the podcast at the bottom of the page at sunnyradio.com.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's more important than ever to have a better credit card. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Monday. Coming up here, we've got Brent Baker joining us in the studio for a real estate update. Also, we've got This Day in Sioux Falls history, and we have a Movie Star Monday coming up as well. Thanks for listening on a Monday. We'll be back with more fun stuff right here on the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. Brent Baker joining us now for another real estate update. How are you, sir?
I am well today.
Good to have you here on a Monday. And we talked last week about contractor scams, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that because we're going to talk about the most common. So we talked last week about red flags, and if you missed that, we do have a podcast version. You can listen to that at sunnyradio.com. Scroll down to the bottom. You'll see it there. But let's talk about the most common contractor scams, because some of these things are probably really common, and people don't even realize that it could be a scam.
Correct. 1 in 10 Americans have been a victim of contractor scam. And, that seems almost impossible, but, in some areas of the country, it's very, very frequent, especially you have these areas where they have lots of fires or, earthquakes and so forth. How ripe are those areas for that type of thing? But some of the things to watch for, they do quick, low-quality work without a contract. They just want in, they want out, they want their money. They don't want any evidence tying them to anything.
Yeah.
They'll provide a low-cost estimate. Then, as the project goes along, that price creeps.
A little more.
Creeps. And it increases the project or the cost during that project. Demanding a down payment or billing for shoddy work.
Yeah.
Now, it's not abnormal for somebody to ask for a little money down to guarantee that you have skin in the game as well. But sometimes it's a pretty significant amount, or they don't want to sign a lien waiver.
Yeah.
Billing full price after substituting or removing materials, or just using less than desirable products. High pressure sales tactics.
Oh yeah.
Some are smooth talkers and some are arm twisters.
Yeah.
So you need to be if it doesn't feel right, maybe it isn't right.
Exactly.
Permits. Anything that alters your structure needs a permit. And then there are certain other repairs, modifications that also require permits.
Yeah.
Contractors, a good, worthy contractor, will include the permit and go get it. And the city will have evidence of that, and you can call the city and confirm it.
Absolutely.
They manipulate the change orders or the schedules for the work. It's not uncommon to occasionally have a little delay, say that the garage doors that you wanted weren't available right away. But if you notice a pattern of delays, you should be really paying close attention.
Absolutely.
Falsely representing employees, their insurance, and so forth. Good contractor is going to have insurance. You don't want your homeowner's insurance having to pay for some issue that an employee has that fell down.
Exactly.
And maybe it was a staged accident to add pain to injury.
Yeah.
Another way to milk you for some money. And then falsifying payment applications or invoices. You're paying for stuff that you didn't really get or was not used in the remodel of your home.
Yeah.
And then the last, adding or changing contractors, subcontractors during the project and then increasing the cost, saying that that's a result because we had to let somebody go and replace them with somebody else. So, any of these all by themselves, you don't necessarily catch right away, but after a while, trust your gut.
And one of the things I want to say, in this area, I think we've got a lot of wonderful contractors who would never do any of these things. So, I don't want people to instantly think, oh, this guy's a contractor, he's going to rip me off. I think we've got some really, really good people here. But there are also some people who realize that, hey, in this area, there are people with money that are building, and there are people with money who are doing improvements. And it's really easy for people to say, I'm going to prey on these people, and I'm going to do, the stuff that we just talked about. So one of the things to do is just make sure that it's a reputable company before you're doing business with them. That's really simple. And, if it's somebody you've never heard of before, that could maybe not... That could maybe be somebody that would be one of the people who do this. So just make sure you kind of know who you're working with, I suppose. So
yeah, I was the service writer and a parts manager for one of the construction supply companies here in Sioux Falls. And the vast majority of our customers were really, really good.
Yeah,
they were, outstanding individuals, really concerned about doing the right thing. But every once in a while, somebody would show up that made you uncomfortable and you find yourself squirming a little bit. So again, trust your gut. We're a very trusting area, but that also makes us ripe.
Well, and when we had hail come through last year, I remember seeing vehicles from out of state, big vehicles with trailers. They were rolling into town to help. And again, that was needed. We needed people to fix all the hail damage. But I think those are opportunities where people say, hey, I can come and some of them were here with the right mindset of I'm going to come and help a lot of people and I'm going to do this. But there are also some that maybe are a little bit more like the ones on this list here. So just be careful out there.
Please be careful.
And if you're looking to buy or sell a home, this guy over here can help you with that. Brent Baker, how do they get a hold of you, sir?
Well, my real estate team name is Clients First Group. We are a part of Keller Williams Realty in Sioux Falls. My number is 605-310-0297 or email me at brentbaker@kw.com.
You can also find him online. His website is clientsfirstgroup.com. Thanks for listening.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If that's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current one. Whether you're a fan of iPhones or Samsung, they both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com.
Time now for This Day in Sioux Falls History, brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun page, West Sioux Studios, and Sunny 93.3. It was on this day, August 28th, 2007, the ribbon-cutting ceremony at the brand-new state-of-the-art University of Sioux Falls Bob Young Stadium happened. The first game would be played just a few days later on September 1st, 2007. The stadium is named in honor of longtime USF football coach Bob Young, who put Sioux Falls athletics on the map in the 1990s with a string of dominant football seasons highlighted by a national championship in 1996. The quarterback for that championship team would go on to become a household name in Sioux Falls sports circles as the head coach of the Sioux Falls Storm, Curtis Riggs. To have his name on the stadium is an honor well-deserved for Mr. Bob Young, and Sioux Falls lost a great hero not too long ago when Bob passed away at the age of 83. This Day in Sioux Falls History has been brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun page, West Sioux Studios, and Sunny 93.3.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To save money on insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. Do you have the best plan for you? Find out at InsuranceChicken.com. Let's face it, we don't even want insurance. We need it. But you don't need to overpay. Head over to InsuranceChicken.com to see your rates from several different companies. All available in one place at InsuranceChicken.com. The other guys have a gecko, a duck, and an emu. Why not a chicken? InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.